Hey guys, it's Erica, and today we're talking about the 5 things that you need to do to have the best college experience ever. Number 1, something to be involved with. For me, that meant joining Greek life, so I was a member of Kappa Alpha Theta at my school, and it really just gave me something to look forward to, something to be involved with. Had I not joined that freshman year, I don't believe I would have stayed at Belmont because I had a really hard time just finding my place there. But luckily, once I joined my sorority, I kind of figured out those were my people, and it just gave me something to do and something to be a part of on campus. Another cool part about being involved with an organization at your school is that it can bring you to other parts of the community. So with my sorority, we served with CASA, which is Quarter Point Special Advocates, and we did philanthropy work and we did community service throughout the year. And had I not been with a group of people who were also doing that, I don't know if I would have gotten involved in those things myself. And so it meant a lot to have a group of people who were invested in me and I was invested in them, and we just kind of, went out into the community and did other things to explore your city. Coming from California and moving to Nashville was a big step. It was not easy. And I think when I finally started making Nashville home was when I, got out of just being on campus. Going to a school, especially where you don't have everything on campus, it was really important that I tried to explore Nashville and find where I like to eat and where I like to hang out. I mentioned I almost transferred, and once I realized that there was so much more to the city than just the school, it kind of really changed my mindset. It is so easy your freshman year to ask the girls on your hall or run into people in class and just be like, do you want to go do something? And so I think it's important that you think about that and just don't wait around and wait for people to ask you to do stuff. Just pick people. Everyone freshman year wants to make friends. Even if you aren't really good friends with them, go on adventures. Number 3 is you need to figure out what you believe in. This is kind of a broad statement, but finding out what you believe in is really important because college can pull you a lot of different ways, and you may freshman year go through so many different phases. That's normal. You may sophomore year go through different phases. That's normal too. But as you grow and as you go through the 4 years, I think it's super important to be really aware of yourself. Be aware of the things that you liked or didn't like, the friends that you liked or didn't like. You have to remember that you are who you surround yourself with, and I think people kind of sometimes are afraid to leave a friendship or to really just push themselves to grow as individuals, but I think that's what college is for. If you don't actively try to think about what you value and what you believe in, I don't know if you're getting as much out of it as you could be. And you don't want to enter the world at 22 and be like, I have no idea what I believe in, and I have no idea, what my values are. Number 4 is you need to think about the future. Every year, once or twice a year, you need to think do I like my major? Is this what I want to do? And maybe don't change your major once or twice a year because you will never graduate. But I think you need to be thinking about what's really going to make you happy in the future, and set some realistic goals and some realistic ideas for what you want to do. If you're not thinking about it freshman year, it's suddenly senior year and you're like, I actually hated this major, or this is so not what I want to do and I'm stuck. Internships. It really makes a difference because I was able to go into a job, decide if I liked it or hated it. I had both, and then, continue to grow my ideas of the future based off of that. If you never worked in what you want to work in, and then you suddenly graduate and you go into a job and you just absolutely hate it, but you're kind of stuck, I think that puts you at a big disadvantage. And number 5, which is a little cliche, but you need to actively make memories. Pursue life and not just sit in your dorm room and whatever. The saying goes you remember the nights that you didn't get enough sleep or whatever, but I think it's important when someone freshman year is like, hey, you want to go with me to get hair dye at 2 a.m.? And you're like, sure, why not? That actually happened. But just being able to put yourself out there, make yourself go do something. I know we all get bogged down with schoolwork and we get tired and we get busy, but I think we all need a reason to not want to leave something behind, even if you do have to leave something behind. We cannot all stay in college forever. And if you're in the middle of college right now watching this, if you're about to go into it, I think it's just like actively seek those things out. It can be exhausting, but it's what's gonna make it worth it in the end. So that's all I have for my advice for you. It's been really cool to think about my experience in college as I'm getting ready to graduate. I'm really sad, but I'm really excited about the next chapter of my life and just can't wait to see where it all goes. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
If you listen close, you'll hear the sound.